everyone, this is AJ, and today's video will be a frontal 101 video, and it'll be, a lot of information and a lot of details and, some things that you can't see in a YouTube guru's video. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. And I also wanted to say thank you to all the people that have subscribed to my channel so far. I appreciate it very dearly, very greatly, whichever one sounds right. And thank you so much. And if you're new, subscribe so you can get notifications when I upload videos, and yeah. Alright, so the first thing that I want to talk about is what is a frontal. So a frontal goes from ear to ear, and it's typically 13 inches, and it can be different width behind your hairline. So the first width I've seen is a 13 by 2, so it'll probably be like this wide, a 13 by 4, which is this wide, which is what I have on, and a 13 by 6, which is like probably all the way back here. So it depends on how much versatility you want. If you just you don't have any edges or something, a 13 by 2 might be what you want, just to give you a hairline. And if you want like what most people have and just want versatility, a 13 by 4 is probably what you want. And if you just want to, I don't know what other style you could do with a 13 by 6 that you can't do with a 13 by 4, but if you wanted it all the way back here so you don't have to use as much hair, 13 by 6 is probably what you want. So those are the different types of, or the different lengths that they, length and width that they come in. Okay, so the parts you can get, I think you can get a frontal just how you can get a closure, free part, 3-part, or middle part. I have a free part because I didn't really want, I don't ever get my parts done by AliExpress. I like to do it myself because sometimes I feel like they're wide, and that's how you can tell when it's a closure. So I have a free part. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is the different ways to apply. So you can apply a frontal with the elastic band method, you can use glue, you can use hair tape, you can use gel, which I'll talk about more later. You can use, you could put it on a wig, or you can sew it in. So there's different ways to apply it. Baby hairs. So the reason why whenever you see a frontal, most people have it with baby hairs because there's going to be a line of demarcation with the lace and your skin. Even if you tint it, it's not your hair, so you're going to be able to see it. So here's an example. So right here, these are my edges, but right here, this is the lace, and as you can see, there's no edges right here. So if I had edges, you wouldn't be able to see it like right here. But it all just depends on the hairstyle you have, because you want it to look natural with the hair. Like this looks cute with wavy hair, but it might not look cute with straight hair, so you have to play with it. So everybody's baby hair isn't gonna look the same. So seeing the grid in the lace. So a lot of YouTube gurus tell you, the only way you can make it look natural is by bleaching it and tinting it and plucking it and, doing all this. But even when you do all that, you're still gonna see grid. So I didn't bleach the knots, but I put makeup in it to hide the knots. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by the grids. So if you can see right here, you can see little holes, and even with a closure you're gonna see that because it's not your hair, it's lace. And when you bleach the knots, you're still gonna see the little holes in the lace. Now whether you're if you're gonna be close up on people, then they might see it, but if you're like far away like this, you're not gonna see it. So keep that in mind. How I apply. So when I first wanted to put on the frontal, I planned on doing the elastic band method, but every time I put it on, the elastic band would pull my frontal all the way behind my ear, and I didn't like that. So I ended up buying these two products because I've seen a lot of reviews on it. And it says got to be glue, but this is gel and this is hairspray. So I use this, and what I do is I squeeze the gel out on my finger, and then I spritz some hairspray on it, and then I apply it where I want the frontal to be. and then I hold the frontal there for a few seconds, and then I use a blow dryer on cool, and then I, you know, blow dry it until I feel like it's not gonna move. So as you can see, this isn't gonna move. And okay, so how long this stuff lasts? So this got to be glued, hairspray and gel. I think to get the longest hold, 2 days is probably your best bet. 3 days is pushing it, because especially in the summertime, the two days, you know, it's like it's still holding on, but the third day is like lifting up, because it goes back to its gel like state when it's wet or when you sweat or anything like that. So that's when you need to start reapplying or whatever. Alright, so now we're going to get into the details of my frontal and this frontal. So like I said earlier, this frontal is a 13x4 silk based frontal, and it's a free part. And when I got this frontal, it was 13 inches, and like I don't know if it was my head, like the, what is this, the circumference, half the circumference, I don't know. All from ear to ear, I don't think my head is 13 inches, so I had to cut some of the frontal off because it was on my ear and it was not, it was aggravating. So I cut it, and this is where my frontal stops now. So a little bit of my edges is out, but it's not that bad because nobody's really looking right here. So I cut that much off, and so far this frontal doesn't really, it's not shedding or anything. It does tangle just a little bit, and I think it tangles because I don't brush it throughout the day, and I really don't run my fingers through it. Right now when I'm running my fingers through it, it's tangling, but I just slept with this frontal on, and I don't brush it or do anything like that. So, and this hair is wavy, so I don't expect it to not tangle. So I'm pretty sure if I combed it out every day, it probably wouldn't tangle, but it's nothing, like if you take care of it better than me, then you'll be just fine. It doesn't really shed along with this hair, which I left a review on also. Along with this hair, it doesn't really shed. Like when I wash the hair though, like all the shed hairs just fall right out, so that's kind of crazy. Like, but when it does shed, it's when I wash it, and it's like a few hairs, nothing too bad. And yeah, so the softness, this hair is so soft. It's not as soft as the Unice hair, which I left a review on that, but it's not as soft as that, but it's still pretty soft. It's not like rough or anything. What else? So okay, so the stiffness. So the hair, the baby hairs, and like anything right close to the edge get stiff because of this, because since it's like since it's such a strong hold, it gets crunchy, and I have to wash it so often. I have to wash it like every time I take this out, like every 2 days I have to wash it, because it's so crunchy and it starts building up and it starts looking white, and I don't like the way it looks. And plus the hair looks so much better when it's freshly washed. Like I love the waves. Like I washed this 2 days ago, so I love wearing it in its natural state, and I do have to wash it a lot because it gets crunchy looking, and I don't like that. Like I said, this hair is pretty decent. Okay, so what I recommend, a silk frontal or a lace frontal. Honestly, it depends on what styles you want to do. If you just want to do like little, okay, I don't have no edges, no baby hairs right here, but if you just wanted to do a style where it was just, you know, like a little bit like this, then I would say a silk one, because you'll only have the silk pieces showing. But if you wanted to do like styles where you do a braid across here or 2 braids going down, I feel like you should get a lace one, because you're going to see the demarcation where the silk and the lace stop or connect. So depends on what styles you want to get. So I feel like if you want the most versatility and do the most styles, get a lace frontal. But if you only want to wear it like this, or you know, just a little bit in a ponytail, then get a silk. But I mean, honestly, on AliExpress, they're cheap, so you can try either one and you won't be like wasting your money. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Please thumb up this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.